So we put some shelves up and we've made our little gamer nest a little bit more gamery. Obviously we've got Vader. We need a Vader, and this, look, jar of sweets. It's not good for you, but sometimes you need sweets. So this week's vlog is about Breath of the Wild, actually. I did play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild originally on Wii U, and I couldn't get into it. And I couldn't see what all the fuss was about. And I think partly that was because I'd just come straight off the back of playing The Witcher 3 at the time, because I was a little bit late with that. So I just played The Witcher 3, and then I went into Breath of the Wild, and I thought, well, this is a bit twee, which is very unfair to Breath of the Wild. But I mean, so yeah, so pretty much non-stop this week I've been playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Not completely non-stop. I did go to Stratford this weekend. That's Shakespeare's house. But yeah, so I've been playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I've done, and I've completely and utterly fallen in love with it. I'm besotted, completely besotted with it. It's absolutely amazing. And I've been playing it for I think about 12 or 15 hours. But this is Breath of the Wild does this thing that only a few other games have ever done for me personally, right? Take a game like The Witcher 3, Skyrim, Breath of the Wild. The reason I lump those three together in particular is because they do something that only the very best, in my opinion, only the very best single player RPGs can do. So, and you can't get this from an MMO. Like, MMOs have big worlds, we know that. Like, I've been playing Elder Scrolls Online, I've been playing a lot of Black Desert Online, and those games have got great big worlds, and they're vast and they're open, but they're filled with other people. What Breath of the Wild can do is it makes you feel really small in its world. It makes you feel like you're just a tiny, tiny microbe. But there are moments in Breath of the Wild where you just wander off the beaten path and you'll reach a place where you're just surrounded by just how beautiful this game looks. You're just surrounded by this gorgeous world, and you wonder if anybody else has even seen that part of the world. And the only other games that have ever done that for me have been The Witcher 3 and Skyrim. They're the only other two game worlds where I've reached a point and I've just gone, I feel like I've discovered this. And it's not just one time, it's not just like that happens once and then you move on. It happens repeatedly, it's over and over again. You get that sense, the games give you that sense naturally, that you're the first one there. And I just find that it's just breathtaking, to quote Keanu Reeves.
You're breathtaking! You're all breathtaking!
Another thing Breath of the Wild does is that it fills its world with stuff. Like the best single player RPGs, the worlds are full of stuff. Like, there's so many games, like recently we had like Rage 2. I know that's not a single player RPG, I know that's a different thing, but that's a good example. And games like that Ubisoft create, like for example Assassin's Creed Odyssey, that's a great big massive world, and it's an open world RPG. It is an RPG 100%, and it aspires to that. But because of Ubisoft's, because of the checklisty system of Ubisoft's open world maps, because you're basically just looking for the next thing to tick off the map all the time, you don't get the sense that you're lost. You don't get the sense that you're just wandering. You've always got somewhere to go. You look at the map and go, right, I'm going to go there, and then you go there. And because very quickly I found in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I got bored of wandering off the beaten path, because I would find nothing off the beaten path. If I just went for a wander, I'd come across very little of interest. You know, I might break up a fight, or I might bump into a mercenary, or I might see a statue that looked nice, or something like that. But overall, the things that are interesting in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, or the places that look particularly beautiful, the places the game is going to funnel you to with the map. What those three games I've cited, I keep saying them, Witcher 3 and Skyrim and Breath of the Wild, what they do, the map is huge, but it's not full of tiny little icons that just lead you down the path. It's not filled with, oh, there's another temple to go and raid, or there's another guy that needs assassinating, or, you know, there's another tower to climb. It doesn't feel like that. With Breath of the Wild, yes, there are towers to climb, but you have to use the world to find them. You can't just look on a map and go, oh, there's one, and then climb it. You have to climb up a mountain and look through the Sheikah Slate and find something that you want to go and explore, and then mark it, and then go and find it. Skyrim was the same. You could climb up when you climbed up onto the throat of the world, and you looked down on the whole world of Skyrim with that really incredible, for the time, really incredible draw distance, and go, well, I want to go and see that village. I want to go and look into that cave. I want to see what's going on over there. The Witcher 3 did the same. You could be sitting just idly, you know, trotting your horse along a path beside a river, look across the river and see something going on, see a monster that you wanted to investigate, or something. You pick something up with Geralt's Witcher senses and want to go and explore and investigate it, and you got that sense that the world was yours, you were part of that world, and it wanted you to explore it. I find that a lot of open world RPGs these days, especially like when I mentioned, I'm not knocking Ubisoft in particular, like for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because I really enjoyed Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I had a lot of fun with it. I think I've done about 25 hours of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I'm still like I'm not even halfway through the game yet. You know, there's so much of it, but I got kind of a little bit bored. That's why I dropped off it. I got a little bit bored of the checklist of things, whereas I never felt like I had a checklist in Skyrim. I never felt like I had a checklist in The Witcher 3, and I don't feel like I've got a checklist in Breath of the Wild, because I just feel absolutely free. I just feel like the game wants me to go and look for stuff. I mean, like, was there 112 or 120 shrines? I don't even know. There are like 900 Korok seeds hidden around the place. There's just stuff everywhere to uncover and investigate. And you know, every mountain you climb and survey the landscape around you, you see something else you want to go and look at, whether it's another shrine in the distance, or another stable, or a herd of wild horses that you want to go and tame, or anything. There's so much going on. A smoke signal in the distance that you want to climb to, just to find another NPC with a teeny minor problem that you solve in minutes. But it doesn't matter, because the experience of climbing to them, of getting there, was so much fun. I love that. I love it, and it's absolutely. I'm enraptured. Is a good word for it. Enraptured. It's just amazing. I will say though, if there's anything I'm not particularly keen on in Breath of the Wild, it's the fucking breakable weapons. I know this has been sort of battered around quite a lot since the game launched, but the durability of weapons is just a pain in the ass. I find breakable weapons in games anyway to be really, really fucking frustrating. It's not so bad if in a game where you can track the durability and you can go and see a blacksmith and get it repaired, or you can carry your own stuff and repair it. That's not too bad, but Breath of the Wild is a pain in the ass. Why does a knight's broadsword break after 10 minutes? Why does a soldier's claymore fall apart like a piece of wet paper when I try and smash a moblin's head in with it? Why does that happen? It's very, very annoying. Why does my bow break? Robin Hood's bow never broke. Why does my bow break? All I'm doing is pulling on the string and launching arrows at stuff. Why does the bow shatter into 1,000 pieces all of a sudden? Why is a huge war hammer, a massive, massive war hammer, why does that break against a soft, fleshy monster face? I should be able to murder my way across the entirety of Hyrule with one rusty broadsword if I want to.
Will that break? Will that... It broke.
That's it for this one. If you like that, please hit like and subscribe, and keep on keeping on. I've been Mick Fraser. Bye.
I see you wee bastard. Sitting on your bench, minding your own business. It's not gonna be long. I'm gonna get you.